Hi, Snow. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Good, good, good. Let's see. So you can't open the article, so I am going to take a picture
Yeah.
and send it to you. So, um, okay, I think these two are good for now. Um,
Yeah.
all right, cool. So, but yeah, so how have you been? How have you been? This week.
This week,
Mm-hmm.
um, I in this week I
Mm-hmm.
have some test. But that test, sometimes I can talk it's not important, but it's also important. Um, because um in that times that test it's not clinical class. It's about clinical. Uh, so I can talk that is not uh, that is not required course. Um, and it is uh, it is the option course.
Mm-hmm.
But the option course also have some exam. And that exam required me must pass that. Mm, but it's not so difficult.
Okay. Okay. So you're saying that this week you had, right? Remember, use past tense, right? So you had some tests.
Yeah.
Okay. So you had some tests, and the tests were from your
Optional.
optional class. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you said that you were not required um, to take the test.
To tear it. Yeah. I don't require just to re- review that uh, very uh, that is not very earnest. Earnest.
Uh-huh.
It is easy because
Okay, okay. So it was easy because it didn't require you to study a lot
yeah,
before the test, right?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
good, good. Um, yeah, yeah. I would just say like when you're saying something like just remember to say I wasn't required, right? So not I don't
yeah,
require. I wasn't required
yeah.
um,
I wasn't
to study a lot for the test. You know?
yeah,
But that's good though. So it sounds that you probably did a good job on the test.
yeah.
Okay, cool, cool. So and you said that the test wasn't about the clinical topic.
The clinical is uh, this in this term. The clinical is about the diagnose
Uh huh.
um, and the optional class. It is about some Chinese medical and some
Like traditional
uh,
medicine or something.
yeah, the
Yeah.
Chinese traditional. Because I study is the Western countries clinical is not the Chinese medical.
Uh.
So that class is only required me to know that know a little
Uh.
in the surface,
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
surface
Mhm.
knowledge.
Ah, I see.
Um, yeah,
Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. And that's actually a very useful phrase when you want to talk. Say something is very um, like when you say something is surface level. That means it's something that's not very, I guess, difficult to learn, right? Like something is surface level is
yeah,
very light. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Cool, cool. All right, so I thought that today we can talk about, I guess, like an interesting topic. I think it's interesting. Um, and so this is about taxing rich people. Um, so I don't know how it works in China, but basically, every year, if everybody that works, they get taxed, right? So
Yeah.
every time somebody makes money, some of that money is taxed by the government, right? So anytime there's anytime let's say I get a paycheck, if I get a paycheck from my company, before I get the money, the government takes out some money from my check and then they give it to me. So that's pretty much how it works. And then this article is talking about how some of the richest Americans have been avoiding paying their taxes. So they've been keeping almost all of their money without having to pay any taxes. And now Congress is a part of the government. Now they're thinking about how to make sure that rich people actually pay their taxes
Yeah.
on time now. So I think that this is really interesting to read. So let's read about it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, can you read the title and the subtitle?
If an expose has Congress rethinking how to tax the suffrage,
Mm-hmm.
a report showing that the richest Americans, including Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and Warren Buffett,
Mm-hmm.
pay almost no taxes, has refocused attention on the tax code.
Good. Good. Yeah. So in the title, it's an expose, like that little thing, expose. Yeah,
Yeah,
expose.
yeah.
So and do you know some of these names on this list? Like Jeff Bezos. Do you know who that is?
Mm, Jeff Bezos, I don't know that, but I know the another. It's Elon Musk.
Uh-huh. Elon Musk. Yeah. So do you know his
Warren
company?
Buffett. Um, it yes, sometimes his company is also tech tech
Tesla.
technical. Yeah, and he sometimes research uh the rocket
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
the space.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah. So he has two companies. One is Tesla for the electric cars, right? And then his other company is SpaceX, and they build rockets so that they can fly people to like Mars and stuff. Yeah. And then Jeff Bezos, he's the founder of Amazon. So do you know
Tesla,
Amazon?
I don't know him. I know the Buffett.
Yeah.
Um, Buffett is about the stock.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes, um, teacher.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, I can hear teacher.
Okay.
Yes, I can hear teacher.
Okay. Yeah, no, I was saying that Jeff Bezos, he's the founder of Amazon. Yeah, yeah. Do you know Amazon?
Um, it is about uh uh uh. Sometimes it's use the app or the web, and can buy something on the web.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Amazon. Yep, yep. It's like Alibaba or like Taobao, but it's like American. Okay. All right, cool, cool. And then you see this man in the picture? That's actually Jeff
um
Bezos, the man in the picture.
yeah.
Hmm.
Mm, it's
Yeah.
the cool one.
Huh? What'd you say?
Who
Oh, that's
the
Jeff.
picture is who?
That's Jeff Bezos, the
Jeff Bezos.
the founder of Amazon.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Cool. All right. So let's talk. Let's read the passage. Let's read the first paragraph. Okay.
Yeah. Uh, Washington. Republica,
Mm-hmm.
detailing how American richest men avoided paying taxes, has intensive interest in Congress, even among some Republicans, in changing the tax code to ensure that people like Jeff Bezos and Warren Buffett pay free share,
Fair share, right?
fair,
Mm-hmm.
fair
Good.
share. Yeah.
Yeah. So in the second line, it says America's richest men avoided paying taxes has, what is this word? Has
Uh, has
intensified. Intensified.
intensified.
Yes. IED at the end of any word is like I'd. I'd.
And
Mm-hmm.
and
So like for example, if we have this word, right? If I how would you say this word that I just sent to you?
um, so intensified means
Oh no, I sent you a word in the WeChat message.
yeah, classified.
Exactly, classified, right? IED is
Yeah,
usually like I'd classified.
I
Yeah. Okay.
classified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Good. Okay. So right. So this first paragraph is just talking about there was a report by an agency, a journal agency called ProPublica, and they were able to find out that the richest people haven't have been avoiding paying their taxes, and when people heard about that, people were very upset. So now
Yeah.
it's kind of like now the Congress wants to do something about that now. All right, so let's go to the next paragraph.
Yes. For Republicans, the idea that the tax code should given preferential treatment to investment has been sacrosanct.
Hmm.
Sacrosanct.
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 Hmm.
Ostensibly uh, to promote
Hmm.
economic growth and innovation that could benefit everyone. But the news this week shows how the treatment of stocks, bonds, real estate, and huge loans taken off those assets has sent the tax um, bills of the richest American uh, pl- plummeting,
Hmm. Plummeting.
plummet, plummeting.
Plummeting. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. So what do you think this paragraph is talking about?
Um, the, this is talk. Um, the surface
Hmm.
is the text is fire, but in the side, that makes some rich people don't use to pay the tax. It is not fire.
Yeah, yeah. So the I guess like so this is through the eyes of Republicans, right? So the Republicans
Yeah.
they think that the tax code, so this is like a code that everybody must follow in America, right? He's
Yeah.
saying that, well, the Republicans are saying that um, people who invest their money, so people who invest the money into companies, right? So if I wanted to invest my money into like Alibaba or something like that, you know, um, those people should be treated better, right? So they shouldn't have to pay
Yeah.
a lot of taxes because
So
when they invest their money, they're trying to grow the economy, right? Um, so because of that, they think that those people who invest their money, they should be given
yeah.
preferential treatment. Preferential treatment just means um, they get treated better.
Yes.
Right, right.
Mm, that is means the government want to the economic progress
Mm-hmm.
and to decide some law, but that law um, make some the important things like the stock and loans and any other um, in it's not in that uh, it not in that law and to make some people want to use that ways to avoid the tax.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Because um, a lot of those companies, right? Like because these rich people they own those companies, right? Um, and they are using the money that the company is making to,
Mm,
yeah, they're using it to invest in stocks, bonds,
mm,
real estate, and because they're doing that, um,
mm,
it's taking away, like, let's say a company has $100, right? They have $100,
yeah.
and instead of just keeping the $100 as money, then they just use $100 to buy, I don't know, like maybe like a house, right? They buy a house, and because they buy a house, then now they don't have to pay taxes on that $100 anymore because now that $100 is now a house. It's not really $100 anymore. So that's what the rich people are doing. They're finding a way to use their money in a way that they don't have to pay taxes on the money.
Yes.
So yeah,
That is the first is the real intention to promote the economic
yeah,
discovery, but it encourage the tax avoidance.
exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah. hmm All right, let's go to the next paragraph.
Yeah. Mm, my intention as the author of the 2017 reform, 2017 tax reform
hmm
was not that motivation is ought to pay no taxes, said Senator Patrick J. Toomey, Republicans of Penish,
Pencil,
Pe- Pen,
Pennsylvania, Vania.
Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania, who helped write the law that slashed taxes by more than 1 trillion. I believe dividends and capital gains should be taxed at a lower rate, but certainly not zero.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, this is an interesting one. So you can kind of see that there were some laws that were passed in 2017, right? So to the 2017 tax
Yeah.
reform, um, and what did that tax reform help to do?
Um, he he helped to make uh, make that the text uh, reform
hmm
and and to mm, decrease
Yeah.
decrease the tax but um, the he wants to decrease that but it's not to don't have that tax it's not zero
hmm
um, like they tend to the decrease from the one but it's not the to tend to the zero.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So if you look at line 3, he says that um, the Republican of Pennsylvania who helped write the law that slashed taxes by more than $1 trillion.
Trillion.
$1 trillion. So 1 trillion. That's like, uh,
So many.
yeah. Let me see. 1,000 million billion trillion. I think this is 1 trillion. So that's 369. I think that's 12. That's 12 zeros. So
Okay.
he. So you see that it's a Republican again. So this is like a Republican passed this, or the Republicans passed this law that decreased the taxes by more than $1 trillion. And he says that he believes that dividends and capital gains should be taxed at a lower rate, but not zero. So this is going back to what they want to tax at a lower rate. So, like the thing is that regular Americans, right? Regular Americans, they don't have the money to buy real estate, stocks and bonds and stuff like that. But these billionaires have the money to do that, right? So, because only the billionaires can do this, right? Because dividends and capital gains are from investments, right? So
Yes.
dividends is when you invest in stocks and bonds, and also capital gains is when you get paid money from your investments. Um, so that's the reason why these rich Americans are getting lower taxes, is because um, they're investing the money in their company, and they don't have to pay a lot of money for their investments. Yeah, but unfortunately, um, regular Americans can't do the same because they don't have a lot of money to invest. So that's the biggest issue. Yeah, yeah. And let's so is this something, I don't know if you know about like the tax law in China, but is it similar where the taxes are different for do you know about the tax law in China?
My mother know, but I don't know.
Okay, okay. But yeah, but it'll be interesting to like just try to learn about it, just to see if there are different taxes for different investments, right? Like is there a different tax for a paycheck, right? Like if you get paid at work, is there a different tax for that? Um, if you invest in a company, is there a different tax for that? So it'll be interesting to know, if there are different taxes for those different things in China. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. All right. Let's go to the next
I
paragraph.
only know.
Uh huh. Yeah. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay.
Uh, I only know that tax have lots of tax. It's so different, and everything, I think is have the tax.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. That's true. All right. Let's go to the next paragraph.
Yes. Democrats, especially in the Senate,
Mm-hmm.
have been hard at work on a tax package to fin- finance
Mm-hmm.
President Biden's costly agenda,
Good.
um, including a major infrastructure plan, climate measures, and the expansion of the education and healthcare benefits. Much of that vehemently uh, opposes Republicans focused on rolling back tax cuts lavished on corporations by the 2017 tax laws. President um, Don, Donald J. Trump, Donald J. Trump's um, signature legislative achievements and to prevent multinational multinational corporations from shifting taxable profits offshore.
Okay. All right. Good. Good. So, what do you think this paragraph is talking about?
Um, I know that uh, the the American has two parts.
Two parties. Yeah.
The one is parties, and the one is Biden, and the one is Trump. Uh, their option is contrast. It's not the same.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing needs to have needs to use the text to uh, education and to the capital and other but the another is Trump's um, he contrasted that
Yeah.
and want to make the text little
Mm-hmm.
and to prevent the text run to uh, the other countries because the other countries' tax is lower.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they want to use the two ways and to make the American better.
Yeah. That's exactly right. So, yes, there are two parties: the Democrats and the Republicans, right? So, Trump's party, which are the Republicans, um, they're the ones who passed that bill, right, in 2017, the tax law that
Yeah,
decreased the taxes for the investments, right? So, if you invest the money, then you pay less taxes. Um, so because they pay less taxes, that means the government has less money to, do all of these things. So President Biden, he has a lot of things that he wants to do, right? So you mentioned education, healthcare benefits, climate change, infrastructure, right? But
yeah,
since since the tax bill, right, $1 trillion is gone, right? The government lost the $1 trillion since 2017, right?
seven, yes.
So that's a lot of money that they could have used to do all of these things that Biden wants to do, right?
They could use
Yeah, yeah. So the thing
yeah,
is, yeah. So it's exactly what you said, right? So they don't want to let Republicans, um, you know, and billionaires keep all of their money in different banks, So that's why the Democrats are trying to change that bill so that billionaires
yeah,
can pay their taxes again, so that the government has enough money to, you know, do some good changes. So that's pretty much the idea of this article. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think? What are your thoughts?
I think the two ways is also good because the first is to every people can enjoy that,
Hmm.
make the education. Can teacher hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Make the education and teacher.
Yeah, hi. Can you hear me?
I uh, yes, I can hear
Okay,
teacher.
okay.
Uh, I think the the first the Biden think it can make the all people becomes good
Hmm.
and to enjoy the education, the hospital, and make the wide the environment better.
Yeah.
But the Trump is used another ways. It can first make the economic. Um, better,
Hmm.
and then use the economic to make the American better. Uh, that his true ways to it's also it's all I think it's all correct. But the different have the different ways.
Yeah, yeah, and that's true. And the thing is about Trump's way is that, you know, it's not. I don't think he was.
Teacher,
Yes, can you hear me? Hello, 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 hello. Hi, hi.
the connection maybe not very well.
Oh, okay, okay. So let's end today's lesson here, and I'll talk to you next time then. Okay.